Greetings, Voyagers. Well, I'm testing out my new solar panel today. About a 60-watt foldable I hope that doesn't slide off. It's a 60-watt foldable solar panel that I'm using for the first time. I just got it delivered yesterday. And I'll give a further review of it, a more detailed review of it at some later time. I'm just taking advantage of the sun today. Tomorrow's not going to be quite so sunny. And then it's going to rain later in the day. So I'm trying it out. I have the cable snaking in from the outside. Now, ordinarily, they don't recommend that you put this device in the direct sun. But it is only 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't think there's going to be any problem with it overheating today. You can't really see it. Well, got too much sun. This is a clumsy way to be doing this, but I'm going to unplug it for just a second so I can show you the readout, the display on here. Okay, unfortunately, one of the drawbacks of this Bowden's power station, lithium iron phosphate power station that I bought a while back, is that it doesn't display the accurate charge on the battery. It's not going to tell you that it has 12.3 or 12.9 or whatever. It just has these bars. There's 5 bars. Right now it's at 1 bar. So I'm going to plug this in. And I suppose, just for safety's sake, I'll put it right here, out of the sun. God, the sun is fierce. I can't do anything here. Just gonna put it right there, beneath the dashboard. And I give it a few hours. I only have a few hours to let it sit here today because I have more editing to do. I have to get to the library. But we're back down at Winter Island, one of my favorite places in the off season. And it's nice down here today. I've gotten a couple of comments from people. Well, first of all, I want to thank all my new subscribers. My channel was slack. It'll be 2 years since I launched my first video on YouTube on December 9th, so it's less than a month away. It'll be a 2-year anniversary for my channel. And for most of those 2 years, it languished. I mean, seriously, up until a couple of months ago, I didn't have more than like 30, 40 subscribers. And that's after 2 years and 165 videos. And I thought it was never going to work. I really was discouraged, and I was about to give up. But then, just by happenstance, I posted a comment on somebody else's channel. It wasn't a van dwelling channel, and I'm not going to reveal what kind of a channel it was because it produced so many subscriptions for me that I don't want to give it away. I don't want other van dwellers doing this until I want to hit my 1,000 subscriber mark so I can monetize my account and start making some money off the advertising. And if there's too many people out there doing this little thing, you know, it could dilute my responses. But anyway, I posted a comment on this other channel. It has nothing to do with van dwelling. And this channel has a lot of viewers. It has like, 300,000 subscribers or something. And I got a lot of notice about it. I basically told, in a nutshell, my story about how we came to live in a van, why we have to live in a van, and how we're doing it. And I got so many subscribers. I went from like about 30 or 40 subscribers. In a month, I'm up to over 200 now. I'm up to around 250, I think, 260, something like that. So there was this initial surge right after I posted that comment of subscribers, and then it trailed off. And then I hit my 100 subscriber mark. I got a nice little email from YouTube saying, congratulations, you've hit 100. And right after I hit 100, I got another surge of subscribers, and then it's trailed off a bit. So I don't know this for a fact, but I think that probably when you reach 100 subscribers, YouTube must start feeding your channel out to people, because the subscribers keep coming. I'm getting 2 or 3 a day now, and it continues to grow, which is wonderful. And I thank you all so much, all my new subscribers. But because most of my subscribers are new, you don't know me very well. You probably haven't had a chance to look at all my, previous videos. So I've been getting questions, comments and questions like, why don't I do a van build tour, a van tour? Well, it's not done yet. My build out isn't done. I don't want to show it in a partial state, in an incomplete state. I built the van out once. This is my newer van. I've only had it a year. And when I bought it, we took a road trip. We went out to Denver, and I did a minimal build out there, because at the time I didn't have enough money for quality materials and that kind of thing. I was doing it on a real tight budget. So I built it out just enough, put in some shelves, countertop, some storage and that stuff. And I used cheaper materials. I had to. But I had to do something. I had to get some organization in the van, because stuff was all over the floor and it was becoming a real mess. It's becoming almost impossible to live in here, especially with all the stuff we had going out west, taking our road trip to the Rocky Mountains. We had lawn chairs and, jugs of water and stuff. So I did a quick and dirty, cheap and sloppy build out just to get stuff up off the floor. And then when we came back from our road trip in August, I started doing a proper build out, using quality materials and paying attention to more details. And it's taken a long time. I have the majority of the work done, but there's still more stuff to be done. And it's cold now, so it's getting it's getting more uncomfortable to work on the van in the cold. So I don't want to give a van tour until it's complete. And I may not actually complete it all until I get to Arizona in January, because it'll be so much warmer down there. I'll be able to work outdoors and, not have my fingers freeze to the bone. So there's that. And then I've also had a couple of comments from people saying, why don't I introduce myself? Well, there's a very good reason for that. I suspect that these people who are new subscribers came to me from a different sphere, a different genre. They're not into van dwelling. They don't understand what it's like to live in a van and be out on the road, and to have a channel on YouTube. There have been so many van dwellers and RV dwellers on YouTube who've had so many trolls, haters, and yes, stalkers. People stalking them. It's scary. I'm telling you, it's a very scary world out there. Look up Nomadic Fanatic, Eric Jacobs. That poor guy, he's been around for years, but he actually had somebody physically following him around. My video got cut off. Damn it. My video got cut off by an incoming call, robocall. So where the heck was I? Yeah, so it's a security reason why I don't reveal too much about ourselves. I'm 68 years old. I'm retired. I'm in good health. But I live with my son in the van, and he suffered a brain injury 7 years ago, and he requires 24-hour supervision. So I have to be very concerned about revealing personal information, because there's a lot of sick people out there who would hurt us because we're vulnerable. We are among the most vulnerable members of society. We are the elderly and the disabled. And there's a lot of sick people out there who would pick on us just because of that. Real cowards, the bullies, the trolls, the haters, the stalkers. But like Nomadic Fanatic Eric Jacobs, I mean, this guy was being threatened, and this guy was stalking him, and it turns out that his stalker had gone to extreme lengths to cause him trouble. This guy came from England. This guy came from the UK, came all the way to America, and he actually posted a video where he had just driven by Eric's van, Eric's RV, parked in a campsite, and posted it, said, "I found you, Eric, I found you." And then there's Mike from Living Free. There were people who found out where his place was when he still had a place to stay in wherever it was, Minnesota, Michigan, wherever, and he lived there with his grandfather. And they were going to go after his family. They found out where he lived. They posted it. They let him know that they gave the right address and that they were going to go pay a visit. I mean, this is real sick. So you can't be too careful. You just can't. And with my son to look out for as well as myself, don't expect much in the way of personal information from us. Okay? I will tell you that my first name is Donald. I'm going to put it in my About page on my channel, and I'll give just some general background material, but do not expect much in the way of personal information from us, because it's just not safe. And it's too bad, but that's the world today, the World Wide Web. And so there we go. So, so for today I'm going to be here for a few hours, and I have to go to the library and get some more editing done. I'll give a more fuller report, a more complete report on my solar thing here, my solar panel, and see how well it charges my Bodens in a few hours. I'm beginning to like this thing. I've only had it a few weeks, but I'm beginning to like it. When I can get a full charge on it, it'll last me a long time. I'll get like 2 hours of laptop time off of it, and a cell phone charge, and I'll use the lights in the van at night. And I'm beginning to like this thing. So check in a little later today. I'll post this video a little later this afternoon. And once again, I want to thank all my new subscribers. This is great. My channel is finally growing, and it feels wonderful. And it's nice to have viewers out there, and people who care. There are people who sincerely care about our situation. So thank you so much. We'll see you soon. God bless. Peace, and out.